Hello everyone, welcome. In the previous video, I talked a little about risks of aging healthily. In this video, I will talk a little about fasting in the specific case of ladies. I want to share this information with you. Again, it's from Healthline, an online reference of information about health and well-being, which I use a lot in my videos. The title here is Fasting for Women, a Beginner's Guide. I have already recorded a video about fasting, so I will try not to repeat some things that are here in this part. I will try to do, not to repeat myself. So they say, unlike most diets that tell you what to eat, fasting focuses on when to eat by incorporating regular short-term fasts into your routine. So fasting has become increasingly popular in recent years, and this method may help you consume fewer calories, lose weight, and lower your risk of diabetes and heart disease. However, a number of studies have suggested that it may not be as beneficial for women as it is for men. For this reason, women may need to follow a modified approach. As I said, I will not repeat myself talking about what fasting is, but let's read this. Fasting may affect men and women differently. There is some evidence that intermittent fasting may not be as beneficial for some women as it is for men. One study from 2005 showed that blood sugar control actually worsened in women after 3 weeks of intermittent fasting, which was not the case in men. There are also many anecdotal stories of women who have experienced the changes to their menstrual cycles after starting intermittent fasting. Such shifts occur because female bodies are extremely sensitive to calorie restriction. When calorie intake is low, such as from fasting for too long or too frequently, a small part of the brain called the hypothalamus is affected. This can disrupt the secretion of hormones that help to release two other reproductive hormones. I will not try to say these names of these hormones. Please read in the article. When these hormones cannot communicate with the ovaries, you run the risk of irregular periods, infertility, poor bone health, and other health effects. So, women should consider a modified approach to intermittent fasting, such as shorter fasting periods and fewer fasting days. Now, some health benefits of fasting for women. Fasting not only benefits your waistline, but may also lower your risk of developing a number of chronic diseases. So, heart health is one potential benefit. Another, diabetes. So you can avoid diabetes with fasting in proper conditions, particularly women. Fasting can help you to lose weight. And this part here, they say about portion control. Switching to fasting may naturally help you eat less. One study found that young men ate 650 fewer calories daily when their food intake was restricted to a 4-hour window. Well, naturally, I would say. Other health benefits. They say that a number of human and animal studies suggest that intermittent fasting may also yield other health benefits like reduced inflammation, increased longevity, and to preserve muscle mass. Specifically, the health benefits of intermittent fasting for women must be studied more extensively in well-designed human studies before any conclusions can be drawn. Now, best types of fasting for women. Well, when it comes to dieting, there is no one-size-fits-all approach. This also applies to fasting. Generally speaking, women should take a more relaxed approach to fasting than men. This may include shorter fasting periods, fewer fasting days, and/or consuming fewer calories on the fasting days. So here they describe some of the best types of fasting for women. The crescendo method, eat, stop, eat, also called the 24-hour protocol, the 5-2 diet, also called the fast diet, modified alternate day fasting, the 16-8 method. Well, whichever you choose, it is still important to eat well during the non-fasting periods. If you eat many calorie-dense foods during the non-fasting periods, you may not experience the same weight loss and health benefits. At the end of the day, the best approach is one that you can tolerate and sustain in the long term, and that does not result in any negative health consequences. Now, how to get started with intermittent fasting? Chances are you have already done many intermittent fasts before. Many people instinctively eat this way, skipping morning or evening meals. The easiest way to get started is to choose one of the fasting methods above and give it a go. However, you don't need to necessarily follow a structured plan. An alternative is to fast whenever it suits you. Skipping meals from time to time when you don't feel hungry or don't have time to cook can work for some people. Again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter which type of fast you choose. The most important thing is to find a method that works best for you and your lifestyle. Well, this is somehow contradictory, but I hope you understand this. Now, safety and side effects. Of course, if you have a medical condition, you should consult with your doctor before trying fasting. Medical consultation is particularly important for women who have a history of eating disorders, have diabetes, or regularly experience low blood sugar levels, are underweight, malnourished, are pregnant, nursing, have fertility problems. At the end of the day, fasting appears to have a good safety profile. Yet, if you experience any problems, such as loss of your menstrual cycle, stop immediately. Okay, now the bottom line. Fasting is a dietary pattern that involves regular short-term fasts. The best types for women include daily 14 to 16 hours fasts, the 5-2 diet or modified alternate day fasting. While fasting has been shown to be beneficial for heart health, diabetes, and weight loss, some evidence indicates it may negatively affect reproduction and blood sugar levels in some women. That being said, modified versions of fasting appear safe for most women and may be a more suitable option than longer or stricter fasts. Okay. During my life, I have had conversations with many people, and some of them got, I would say, mad, or they were not happy at all with me, because I always understood that it was always my opinion that equality between man and woman is not something that should be faced lightly. Ladies are prepared to develop new human beings inside their body. If there were no more reasons, and there are, this one would be, in my opinion, enough to defend that ladies must have special care in several aspects of life. The use of fasting is just one of them. Next, you will be able to see a few images of my tennis training session. Again, a beautiful session in the forest with some, the weather is getting cold, but there was lots of sun, so it's very nice. I have not yet solved the problem of the footwear, so I keep sleeping a lot more than it is desirable, because that surface is good to sleep, but not too much. I have been filming some parts where we are competing for points. I hope that you understand how it changes the way I move, everything I do during that parts, where it's different from when we are not competing for points. In the next video, I will talk a little about periodization training. Now, if you liked the video, please press the like button, leave your comment, share this video, and of course, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.